Hey, it's Honey again, and guess what? I've got a treat for you. It's going to be fantastic. Are you dealing with some crazy health issues and you've been told there's nothing we can do about it? Have you ever heard of stem cell stimulation or stem cell treatment? Scary, expensive, invasive. Well, I've got an alternative that's just as good, maybe better. You're going to love my guest. She's amazing. I know I said it. There's my favorite word. She's amazing. So look forward to this interview because you're going to learn how to feel better, because that's what it's all about, perpetual learning. So let's learn how to feel good. Let's have some fun. Hi, I'm Honeygregory, and welcome to my channel, Perpetual Learning, where we are always learning, because if you're not learning, you're dying. You know what I say. And of course, today, again, I have another amazing guest. You're going to be so excited. She is a wonderful, beautiful lady, inside and out, and I've had the great pleasure of getting to know her the last couple of years. And her journey in this life has just been so amazing. And the things that she does for other women and other people to help them feel better, look better, you're just going to love her story. And today she's going to talk to us about her health journey and some amazing products that now she is helping others get involved with. Her name is Penny Burr. Woo-hoo! Penny! And Penny is a brand partner for Lifewave, right?
Yes.
Yes. And so welcome, Penny, to the show. And oh my goodness, girl, you just have so many wonderful tales. So let's kind of focus on your amazing journey with your health and how you got involved with Lifewave and how you can help other people's and your little your product here that nobody knows about. And this stuff is so amazing. So kind of tell us how you got into all this.
And we have a disclaimer too that I can't say that we prevent, treat, cure anything.
Okay.
But I was having some issues with, I had a hole in my back and I was leaking spinal fluid. And
yeah, I remember you were in like terrible, terrible pain. Can you hear me
yes.
okay?
Yes, perfect.
Doesn't sound muffled or anything?
No, you sound great.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you were in really bad pain when I'd see you at some of the meetings.
I was struggling and I was barely living. I continued to decline and doctors would not listen to me. And I mean, my nurse practitioner I'd had for 10 or 12 years wouldn't listen to me, which is unusual for her. And she thought the neurology office knew better. And
But you hear this story a lot these days where people have something going on and the doctors don't want to hear about it. They don't listen.
No. And I feel passionate about being an advocate for people, or just, I guess, well, I couldn't be an advocate because I'd have to go to medical school, but just to tell people to fight for themselves when you feel like something's not right.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I tried everything. I tried acupuncture. I found an amazing upper cervical chiropractor that I didn't even know existed. No cracking, popping, twisting. And I kept fighting until I found somebody to listen to me. But in the meantime, a friend reached out to me to share about these Lifewave patches. And
which are
I
phenomenal.
started. Yes. And it is, you know what? And I don't even have one.
I got mine, girl. I got mine. Look, don't take it off. Don't take it off. It's right here.
Yeah.
Look at it. It's so tiny and it's so cute. This is the X39.
Yeah.
Still have a couple. I forgot that I had these and I found them a while ago, but these are awesome.
It's like a Band-Aid. You just peel it and stick it.
Yep.
Because mine's on the back of my neck here. That's why I was like, I'll just take this one off and show you. But that's what Michelle showed you. And it is wearable light technology. So the company is almost 20 years old and people still don't know about us. It is an American company, but we are in over 80 countries around the world.
Wow.
And if you're into any type of health and wellness, no drug.
Yeah.
And it doesn't counteract with anything you're taking.
I know, isn't that phenomenal? It's phenomenal. When you showed me the pictures that you brought when you did your presentation of the before and after pictures, it was mind blowing. Like people would have terrible injuries and 3 days later, you barely see it. And 4 or 5 days, a week, whatever later is like almost gone. And 2 weeks later, it's like it never happened. I'm like, how in the world did this person heal so quickly with hardly even a scar?
And this is the beauty of this, is that it is a frequency of light. So there's a lattice structure in that patch
Mm,
that have crystals in it. And so your own light is reflecting back off into your body. And each patch, because there's several different kinds,
mm-hmm.
has a different frequency of light for your body.
And you say your light? What do you mean? Like I personally have light, or the light from
You do.
really? What?
So if you've ever watched a movie where
Yeah.
they've had night vision goggles on and
Uh-huh.
you've seen those bodies glow in the dark, right? That's your own heat and light.
Okay.
And so that is what's reflecting back off this patch back
That's
into your
funny.
own
I'm
body.
so glad you told me that because when I had mine on, I was like, I got to put this on during the day so it can get some light. So I was always putting it on
Right.
in the morning before so if I forgot at bedtime, I would say, oh, I can't do that until the morning.
Well, you could wear it any time of the day and you can wear it on any spot of your body, wherever you have pain. We say just patch the pain.
Mm-hmm.
But your body's still radiating heat and light at any
Wow.
time of the day. Some of the patches are more recommended for daytime
Mm-hmm.
because your body's detoxing. And
Mm.
if you wear them at night, you're going to be up going to the bathroom all night. You don't want to do that. So
Oh,
there's
wow.
certain patches that are recommended for daytime
Mm-hmm.
and then certain ones that are recommended for nighttime.
Wow, this is phenomenal. When you told me the other day that it had been around 20 years, I was like, really? I hadn't even heard of
Yeah,
this. I've heard of
I
stem
know.
cell treatments and it's pretty invasive and very, very expensive. And sometimes you have to travel to other countries. But this is something you can get right here in the United States and several other countries that's easy on, easy off. It's almost like too good to be true.
Right. And like I said, it's a wearable light technology. So
Mm-hmm.
it's doing something for the body, whether you see it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Stem cell injections are very, very expensive. This
Mm-hmm.
is like a cup of coffee a day.
Yeah.
It's very reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
And I spent more, I'm still paying on medical bills from almost 2 years ago from
Mm.
all the lovely ER visits that they didn't really help me.
Yeah.
But this is way cheaper to maintain and support your health and wellness than um, anything else. And like I said, stem cell injections are
Mm-hmm.
not guaranteed.
Mm.
And it is a small fortune for those. And yes, you usually do have to travel out of the country for a lot of those.
Yeah. So, wow, this is nuts. So, what personal testimony do you have that you, since you started, have experienced?
In the beginning, sometimes people don't notice anything. So we can have, I've seen within minutes or hours people with no pain, to sometimes people it takes 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what I have experienced is the healing factor of seeing it could be scars on my body diminishing, my age spots have diminished, my hair got thicker,
Mm-hmm.
but more than anything is the energy all day. I'm 55
Mm-hmm.
and I can go all day and I can sometimes run circles around some of these other people that are just dragging. Now,
Yeah.
I do support my body with good nutrition.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing, the only other thing you have to do to wear this patch is drink lots of water.
Ah, you got to keep flushing everything out, detoxing.
Yes, and your
Okay.
cells need water to
Yeah.
function. They need water. And
Good
so
water,
that's,
quality water.
yes, and that's usually the biggest thing, is that people don't drink enough water. So
Yeah.
you're supposed to drink half your weight in ounces in water a day, and
Yeah.
people are shocked at that and like, "Oh, I can't do that." Well,
Yeah.
yes, you can. You
It's an
just choose a
effort.
different choice. Yeah.
It's an effort, because like I've got my giant mug that I fix first thing in the morning and then I'm running out of the house. And then literally I drink that down the first hour and I'm filling it up again before I leave the house. So I've already got at least, I think each one's about 30 ounces. So I've got half of my drinking done before lunch. And then the rest of the
Right.
day, it's like, but sometimes it catches up to you about 6 o'clock. Like you go like 19 times to the ladies' room
Right.
before you go to bed. But yeah, that's
But then your
hard.
body gets used to it. It's
Hmm.
just like fitness or anything. You might be sore in the beginning, or it's a habit to get used to, and once your body's used to it, you don't even know any different.
Yeah. So tell me about there's different patches and they each kind of do a different thing. Can you give us like a summary?
Sure. The energy patch was the first patch that David Schmidt ever designed, and he was actually contracted by the Navy, and he designed the patch for the Navy SEALs. So
Oh,
that's how we got started. And then we have, there's some patches for sleep. There's some patches for hormones.
Wow.
There's
All of us
our
ladies over 45 need that one.
Yes, exactly. There's glutathione to boost your immune system and help with inflammation. Eon is our stress patch that helps with calming things down and also with inflammation. There's just so many different patches, and the biggest one that I like to focus on is X39 because that's the stem cell regeneration patch,
which is the
that
one I have
helps.
here.
Yes.
Yeah. And so what all did this one does? What do the proper grammar here?
It helps with inflammation. Actually, I've got a brochure here that I could probably just read it off easier.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Hard when you're being tested without your notes.
Well, and a lot of this is staying compliant, and I want to make sure that I'm representing the company correctly.
Yeah, of course.
But what they have in the brochure is rapid pain relief, reduced inflammation, supports wound healing, which I've witnessed, energy and vitality, mental clarity, yes, enhances sports performance, faster recovery from exercise, and improved skin appearance. And I can tell you, like, I don't have that old grandma neck like some people do.
Yeah, I'm getting that. Let's don't talk about the turkey neck around here.
Yeah.
Plastic surgery, you say? Well, and I remember when you started, I didn't come to the meeting for like, I don't know, like a month or something. And then I started coming kind of randomly because that's the way it is when you got kids in life. But one day I walked in and I was like, dang, girl, you look younger and you're glowing and your skin looks fantastic. I was like, what have you been doing? You were like, Lifewave.
Just wearing the badge.
My gosh, it took like 5 or 10 years off. I was like, what the heck? I mean, that alone should get women wanting a patch.
And I do get
age backwards.
That all the time. Yeah, it is age reversal.
Yeah.
And I do hear that quite a bit. Like, your skin looks so good, and I'm like, well, I'm just wearing the patch. And I do drink lots of water. Like I said, that's always good for your complexion.
Yeah, it's good advertisement. When you can have your own testimonials. Yeah, well, I did it for a couple of months, and I noticed the difference. I was going to keep doing it, but expenses and this and that and the other when you're paying for kids and whatever else. But and I'd like to get back on it eventually. But I remember just thinking, because I got them, I think, right after I got COVID, maybe it was.
Yeah,
because
maybe.
I couldn't get through it. Like, I had that long COVID. Like, the actual COVID itself only lasted a couple of weeks, but then it just drug on. And then that's when I think I got on there and I noticed that it made a massive change. And within a couple months, I noticed that some of my age spots were going, and my hair was finally kind of starting to grow back again. And so they work. I mean, this is the only one I think I've tried, but sometimes I've noticed you'll have 2 or 3 different ones on.
I do. Because once you try one, well, you should always start out with one with the X39 because your body's detoxing, and we don't want it to dump too many toxins in because you can get sick, if you just slowly build. And sometimes people have to do a slow wear where they just wear it 1 hour a day and then 2 hours a day. We recommend 12 hours a day, 12 hours on and then 12 hours off each day. Because you don't want to wear it 24/7 for your body to get used to that frequency, then it's not going to work as effectively. But sometimes, people have to kind of build because it's working and there's something firing in their body. It's working, but sometimes it's detoxing too much and they have to do a slow wear time till they can build up to the 12 hours.
Now, I've seen you sometimes just take yours off the back for your stem cells or stem neck back there and put it on certain locations. Now, why you do that?
I'll wear, especially glutathione, I'll wear it like on my chest because
that help it heavy metals, right? That helps increase your natural glutathione, so you detox heavy metals.
Yeah, and it boosts your glutathione by 300%.
Oh, I need one of those.
Yeah. Yes, it's really good. And especially in the flu season, going around and people cold and sick, and I Uber, and you get these sick people in the car, and I don't want to get sick. So I'll wear it right over my respiratory system to help protect my system, my health and wellness. But if I've got a tired day, I'm going to wear energy to keep
Mm-hmm.
me boosted. I don't want to have a caffeine stimulant.
Yeah.
That's not really good for me.
Yeah. That's
And
not really good for anybody, but if someone has any underlying health problems, you can't do it and you still need something to get you through the day.
exactly. So I
Mhm.
love just getting a boost from energy.
Mhm.
We also have Ice Wave, which is for pain.
Mm.
And what I like is it also works with the acupuncture points of the body as
Now,
well.
Ice
So
Wave, you said, is that also a patch or is that another
yes,
or a cream or something other
no,
than?
it's a two patch system to balance.
Okay. Okay.
It's more of an energy flow of the body, but it
Okay.
helps, with those nerve pain.
Mhm.
So yeah, I've seen a lot of people with great results.
Yeah, I've been trying to boost my glutathione. I had a dental thing where they inappropriately removed a mercury filling. 3 days later, I had a really bad headache, and so I've been trying to boost mine for the last 2 months. Make
Right.
sure. Yeah. So, it's good to have them all the time, but is it okay for someone to have some and it's like, "Oh, I'm gonna rip these out and use them for a few days when I've got a certain pain or an ache or something?" Or is it, is that not necessarily recommended?
You can do whatever you choose. I mean, you make the right choice for you. For me, it's almost like a vitamin. I'm going to take this the rest of my life because
Mhm.
I've seen the benefits for my body.
Mhm.
Um, it's activating my stem cell army.
Mm.
It's age reversing. My fine lines and wrinkles have reduced.
Mhm.
I feel like maybe you can't tell with the hair color, but but the gray is a little less under there.
Yeah, nice.
Um, yeah. So it's continuing to age reversal, and I've seen people that have been on the patches for 3 to 4 years, and the difference, their pictures
Like
from,
before and after.
oh God, yes. So I want to continue to do that.
Yeah,
I
I
guess.
noticed that you mentioned the other day that you have to have a good level of copper in your body for this to work. Um, so how does a person know if they have the right amount of copper, and how do they make sure that they've got what they need in their body to maximize their benefits?
You can eat some dark chocolate every day. That helps, and it has copper in it. So that's all
Well,
you need to
I'm
do.
I'm probably full of copper then. That's why I'll bleed copper when if I get cut because I eat that like 10 times a day. I'm
Yeah.
terrible. That's my
Yeah.
addiction.
Copper helps boost your copper
Well,
peptides.
they also say that copper prevents your hair from turning gray. So a lot of people who get prematurely gray hair that's not genetic is low in copper.
Really? I never heard that.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So when you said a while ago you think some of your gray's going, I'm like, I bet she's upper copper with the combination of this. You're reversing that aging process in those hair follicles.
Yay. I'll have to look that up. I'm curious. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good one.
Yeah.
And I'm
Um,
continuing to learn something new every single day.
Now
Uh,
you've been going to all the conventions and taking all the classes and everything. So you are a brand partner now where you're not just a customer, you're actually a representative of the company and selling this because I saw you at the women's um, um,
Expo.
expo. Thank you. So are you looking for team members? Are you looking for people who want to get healthy and make a living, or what's going on with that?
Absolutely. I love yeah, and I didn't get started in this. I mean, I just tried it as a customer first
Mhm.
because I was like, I don't, people think it's maybe hokey or whatever, that it doesn't work. Try it. Try it for
Yeah.
60 to 90 days minimum. The
Yeah.
body needs time to heal, or the body needs time to restore and regenerate. So,
Yeah.
1 or 2 days, or I
Mhm.
mean, if any doctor prescribed a medication, they would tell you to take it for 90 days to start seeing results. So, same
Well,
thing.
when I was getting my manicures license like 40 years ago, whenever it was, they told us that for the skin cells to develop in the lower dermas of your skin to get all the way to the top and slough off, it took 3 months.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking for people that, number one, want to try the product and be a
Hmm.
customer,
Hmm.
or number two, are looking for some extra income and also are very or value their health and wellness.
Hmm.
Because I think this is an incredible company. It's a very godly company.
Hmm.
And the people involved are just so genuine, and everybody wants to help each other.
And for that person, it's like, oh, this is just another one of those hokey pokey multi-level marketing kind of companies. What do you say about the credibility and the credentials of the founders?
I mean, David Schmidt is an incredible human being, and he could have taken this to a big corporation. He doesn't want to. He wants to give back to everybody and keep that price point low for people to be able to afford it, and for people to make an income. And that's, I mean, word of mouth is the best thing compared to paying for ads or anything like that. He's just a very down to earth, kind, considerate human being.
Mm. Nice.
Yeah, and I'm very fortunate that I stumbled upon it, or just happened to find this through a friend that lives in another state and who reached out to me. So,
And you said this was in how many countries?
it's in over 80 countries
80.
around the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anybody in those 80 countries can become a brand partner or a customer?
Yep, absolutely.
Wow. So what do they have to do that?
They can just go to my website. They first of all, they can research and do some more research if you're curious about it. The one website where we have the most compiled information with video testimonials of people and physicians and clinical studies is startx39now.com.
Say that again.
startx39now.com.
Okay.
Start, yes. So that if you want to do your deep dive and do some research on it, check out that website. If you'd like to talk to me and get in touch with me, you can go to my website and get my contact information there. And it's just lifewave.com /P as in penny and burr, B as in boy, UHR. So lifewave.com /PBUHR.
Now, I was noticing in here that when you get your product, it comes with a little bit of instructions, and it kind of tells you like where to position your patch for the optimal benefits. And can you explain that?
Sure. And it does give you a diagram in there. Each, let's see if I got one in this box. Yeah. And it's just a little brochure, and it's in many different languages. Yep. Yeah. And so for the X39, there's 2 optimal places to wear it, which is just on the back of your neck at the C7 or under your belly button.
Now, why is it under your belly button?
Because that's another major acupuncture point where your nerve bundles run through your body. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it had anything to do with your stomach or your immune system or anything like that.
And like I said, you can put a patch anywhere on your body. It doesn't matter. Wherever you have pain, you can put the patch. So if you don't want to put it at the back of your neck or under your belly button, stick it wherever. Yeah.
I'm going to do one right here
there you go.
On the podcast. So I'll take my little
there you go.
Thingies off.
Just peel it and stick it.
For general purposes, I can just put it on my neck, right?
Yep.
Back here?
Yep.
Like right underneath my
where that
the one that sticks out. The one that sticks out under that one?
Perfect.
Okay. All right. Oh, my hair got caught in there. It's very sticky. All right. Yeah. So I could leave this on for 12 hours.
12 hours on and 12 hours off.
Awesome. See how easy that was, y'all?
Yeah. And just drink your water.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Got my water. Hang on.
Because that's a vital part. Sometimes people get a headache. And that's because they're dehydrated and they haven't drank enough water. So if that's the case, take the patch off and then just incrementally wear it and build up that wear, but make sure you're hydrated. So that's the beauty of this too, that I love. If you're taking a pill, guess what? You can't take it back. But this you can take off if you have a headache. I haven't heard of anybody else having any other issues other than like, I got this slight headache and I never get headaches. Well, take it off because you need to drink more water first.
Okay. Well, that makes perfect sense. Wow. What else do you want to tell us about these amazing patches that I probably don't even know to ask you about? So tell me some more. What do we
And I'm
got?
going to tell you what's on this website so you can kind of see what to expect. In the
Okay.
first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset.
4,000. Oh,
4,000 genes begin to reset.
and is it like all over the body or what?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's kind of like your hair and your nails growing. You don't feel them, but it happens.
Okay.
So you may not feel a thing,
Mm-hmm.
but something's going on.
Yeah, I remember someone, was it Terry or somebody was telling me that they got the patch for a certain reason, but then they started seeing all these other things happening. They're like, wait a minute,
Right.
I wanted it for
Right.
this. How do I know it's working for this? Because I see this. So, it just kind of goes in the body and starts fixing whatever needs to be fixed, right?
Right. It prioritizes, the body prioritizes what needs to happen first. So you may have something going on inside you don't even know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's working on that first.
Mm.
A lot of people have noticed within the first few weeks their skin gets really soft, and I think, like you said, it's that regenerating of the cells, and eventually that sloughs off those dead stem cells and their skin gets super soft.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that as well.
Yeah, mine felt really soft, like after 2 months. I was like, wow. It looked good, but it was so I can't explain it. It's like,
Yeah.
what happened? Don't remember it being like a bottom of the baby's bottom, or what do you call it? Baby's bottom.
Right.
It's been a long time.
And people just, like, I talk about it at the networking group we're in a part of,
Yeah.
that all the time, and I don't think they believe it, right?
Yeah.
Until we have another guy in the group that had surgery. He had something happen and he had to have surgery. And so I gave him a couple patches before to help with the pain and the issues. And he's like, oh my gosh, my brain could focus. So
Mm.
mental clarity is another thing that really happens sometimes immediately. Sometimes it takes a couple weeks or a couple months. Again, we never
Yeah.
know what's going to happen with the body. But he was like, wow, wow, I noticed that right out of the gate.
Well, I think a lot of times as we get older, we don't realize because it's gradual. Like the heat gets turned up slowly, but you start to feel more tired and more losing focus and losing stamina and passion for things, and as the body's aging, because there's less of whatever it is we need, and until you get some of that put in your body, whatever it's missing, you don't realize it's missing. like when i got on
Exactly.
when I got on hormones, it's like, holy cow, like 3 days later I was like, shoo, I had more energy and I knew what to do. Like, I haven't felt like this in 20 years, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was in worse shape than I imagined.
And we like to have people take almost like a health survey
Mm-hmm.
and rate maybe their mood,
Mm-hmm.
if they have any pain, and go through the survey before they start it. And then at day 1, and then at 1 week and 1 month, and
Mm-hmm.
then maybe 2 months, 3 months, because then as they feel better,
Mm-hmm.
they don't realize and they forget till they look back
Yep.
and say, oh yeah, my knee hurt all the time and now it doesn't hurt, because
Mm-hmm.
they start feeling so good. They're moving and going.
Mm-hmm.
Or people will say, I've used them for a month and I haven't noticed a thing. And I said, I'll usually ask, are you sleeping better? Well, you know, I have been sleeping through the night, not getting up, going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So it's just these little subtle things that then they start sleeping better. So then the brain's functioning better. And then they forget how bad they really felt.
Mm-hmm. Now, what what if you went to your doctor and said, can I do this with my medication? What are they going to hear?
They don't know about it.
Doctors don't even know about it.
Most of them do not. We have some physicians that are brand partners,
Mm-hmm.
and we have some websites that you can check out. Um, and a lot of those are on that startx39now.com website. There's several of them.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Leland Stillman is one that you can look up on YouTube. Dr. Stacy Holweger, and she just goes by Dr. Stacy. She's another one that's on there. And Dr. John Harmon is also on there. And then
Wow.
Ask Dr. Jeff. I think if you Google Ask Dr. Jeff, he's also a Lifewave brand partner. So we have some physicians, but a lot of them don't know about it. I've never even heard of it.
Now, Is this going to interfere with any medications anybody's on?
No, nothing.
No. Is it covered by insurance?
No, but we've had some people that have tried to use their HSA card and it's worked. So it
Oh,
just depends
okay.
on what type of HSA you have, but we always try it first to see if it'll be approved, because I mean it is a health and wellness
Yeah.
opportunity. So
Yeah. Why not?
yeah.
That's amazing. Wow, girl, so much information. I wish I had charts. I wish I had some photos up here. I should have pulled up a screen share thingy or something because
Right.
I didn't think to go look up any. But um, yeah, there's lots of if I remember correctly, maybe even on the website they have all these before and after pictures that you can go look at, and they're
Yes.
phenomenal. They're absolutely
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yes. And there, I mean, there's one of a lady that looks like mother and daughter, and it's not, it's the same lady.
Oh my.
Um, yeah, I mean, like she looks like a grandma and then she looks like her daughter, and it's not, it's the same lady.
Just from
Um,
did it say like how many months or whatever she was on it?
I don't know if that one does, but that is one of the benefits is people's collagen improves, and
Mm-hmm.
they see that with less wrinkles and fine lines.
Mm-hmm.
We do have some another product we do have is some sorry, I can't talk now. Some uh lotions for the skin. Beauty cream or beauty lotions.
Well, that's
Um
new. I hadn't heard of that one yet. So tell me about
yes, so we
those.
do have a couple of products for the skin.
Hmm.
And then we just launched in February an eye cream with copper peptide in it. So that's
Ooh.
another, and I've been using that about a month now.
And how do you feel
Yeah.
about that? Notice any
I love it
difference?
because I know I don't have any fine lines and wrinkles around my eyes.
Well, I need some of that. Look at these. What is that? Stop.
No, I don't have crow's feet. Nope.
I've got some. I don't want them. I need some of that fancy cream of yours. Look at that.
Yes. So there's some other products. They're getting ready to launch another product in another month or two. So we're developing new products all the time. And that's the beauty. They're not looking at today or tomorrow. They're looking out 15 to 20 years and
Right.
working on developing products.
Yeah. And so someone wanted to get involved. We've got your information. We'll put all that down below. And if they want to become a team member for you, we've got that information. We can put all that down below. So just send all that to me. You want me to put in the description.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Is there anything else? Because we have like 2.5 minutes.
We do.
Yeah, it's gone fast.
Just just think about your health and wellness.
Yeah.
What do you want to see happen, or what do you not what do you want to see? What things would you like to change, or would you like to do it more naturally? Because some
Hmm.
people don't. They just want to take a pill. But I'm looking for those people that want to do something in a positive way that does
Hmm.
not require a drug or prescription.
Well, I hate to say it, but a lot of people just been so conditioned, programmed to just take a pill. And it's like when my grandma used to give you like castor oil and cod liver oil. I mean, you didn't take the laxatives and pills or something. 9 times out of 10, she had something in her cupboard. And you were like, oh God, what's grandma pulling out of there now? But it worked. It worked.
Right.
And but now everybody's just, run down to the local box store and grab a bottle of something and you don't even know what's in it. And probably not very good for you. It really just isn't.
And if you're also looking to improve your sports performance, because some of the
Mm.
clinical studies have shown that they improve sports performance, muscle mass, and
Wow.
bone density. There's another patch that they've had a clinical study that helps women improve bone density. So if you're looking for new,
Osteoporosis type of symptoms.
yeah, if you're
Yeah.
looking for new options for your health and wellness,
Yeah. And it's
I'd love to talk.
affordable. I mean, it's affordable. I mean, it's not super cheap, but it's definitely affordable, especially if you get on the reoccurring monthly plan or whatever. You get a
Right,
little bit of a discount or something like that, if I
right,
remember. Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay. Oh my gosh. We're already out of time. Doggone it.
Oh,
Yeah. Isn't that fun?
yes, thank
So
you for
much great
having me.
information. I appreciate you so much. This was so much fun. And it seems to be, I don't know if it's an age thing or what, but it seems to be my new thing is how can we help people in a more positive natural way, than all the negativity and anger and artificial products and things like that. So I really appreciate your time and you coming on, and you're amazing.
Well, you are too. Thank you so
You're
much.
so
And I
sweet.
love that. I mean, you're so good at this podcast thing. I'm very impressed.
Well, you're so sweet. It's a lot of fun, but I need some subscribers. So, we'll just keep at it and see what the good Lord does, because I really
Right.
do hope that the information that everybody has brings, everyone something good and positive. I don't know how many days I got left, but I want what I put out there to be good. So
Yeah.
God bless you, and thank you so much for your time and energy. And say hi to that husband of yours who's a rock star, and I need to know when he's playing again. I need to go out dancing.
There you go.
All right. Well, I'll
Thank
talk
you.
to you later. Thank
All
you
right.
so much for your time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.